All right, folks. And we're going to start the night like this. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I wandered lonely as a cloud. William Wordsworth. Welcome, welcome, artists and family. You know what it is. Finally, Thursday night has come back. Pull up a Zoom box, grab a microphone, and get comfortable. It's about to go down. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the online open mic presented by the legendary, that's right, the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I'm your host. My name is Elemen2al. Happy Thursday. This is the jump off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know how we do, because we've been doing this and doing this and doing this well. Welcome to episode 95. Let's get it as we do every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching and you would like to join us in the Zoom, the number's on your screen, 860-4964-4756. Jump in, join the greatest community in the world. Want to know why I say that? Trust and believe we're going to show you this evening. We do this and have been doing this thanks to some dedicated folks who pay these bills. So we would like to thank the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Howard Gilman Foundation, and the New York State Council on the Arts for hosting these free online events. You can add your energy to the mix with a tax-deductible donation by going to neweurekan.org/contribute. Every amount is truly, truly appreciated. Make sure you are plugging in with the dopest text in the Zoomverse. The one and only Matthew Motto Keen is in here, man. Storm Lake in the building. Jersey is here, man. Make sure you plug in with Matthew Motto Keen. He's also a dope-ass host, too. Also, Ron Mark Thompson, a.k.a. RMT, all the way up in the BX. Shout out to crew, man. They're putting in work this evening, all right? This is where you can find me, Elemen2al.com. Take out the T, put in the number 2, Elemen2al.com. So many things going on. Make sure you are plugging in. Tonight's theme, life's great joys, luminescence of life. These are just the things that just bring light to us, the joys of the things that we deal with. Listen, there's so many things that are trying to bring dark clouds, but this is about the light that you have found, or the light that you emit yourself, because all of you do just that. If your artwork is not on theme this evening, that is still totally cool. We are still looking forward to all of your incredible genius, all right? Next week's theme, coming at you. Lexicon. Lavish linguistics. To me, this just screams poet, right? This just screams, honestly, this just screams Shakespeare to me, right? And I'm still working on it. As I've said before, Shakespeare had a vocabulary that was incredible. The average person has a vocabulary that's about between 2,000 and 6,000 words. Shakespeare's vocabulary was 20,000. This is what this is about. Yeah, right, Barney? 20,000. So, this is what we're going to be dealing with next week. So, bring your big brains, folks. We're going to do it. Here's a look at our upcoming themes. It's going to be an amazing rest of October. Yo, the year is ending quick. I don't know where it went, but here we are already. Let's get to the rules so we can get to the artistry this evening. Artists, turn your cameras on. We are trying to simulate a live open mic stage as much as possible. Plus, we love to see all the beautiful exuberance that goes into your performance. As you're getting ready, have your artwork ready. All right, we will have folks that are coming through. There's already folks on the good luck round, so make sure your artwork is ready. Artists, you have 4 minutes to rock. All right, 4 minutes. Please keep it right. Please keep it tight. As I said, our list will pack up. All right. Once you hit that 4-minute mark, you will see this timer that is in your screen right now in the top corner. Right. Shout out RMT. Right. You will see this countdown happening. Once this countdown reaches 0, you will hear this sound. After that, you have 30 seconds to wrap it up, B. Right. And then the mute monster is coming. Right. I hate to do that. I really don't like doing that. But to respect the time, to respect the text, to respect everyone in here, please keep it right, keep it tight so I don't have to mute anyone. All right? Thou hast been warned. This is what it is. We have reached the time of night where all the sensitive ears should be just outside of earshot because there are explicit lyricists in our community. Some may even bring about some triggering flashbacks. But the founders of our cafe were major proponents on the freedom of speech, and we will make sure it maintains in the vein of everything we do. Therefore, there is no censorship. Other than any hate speech or any ism that people may use to manipulate, which will not, I said not, be tolerated. Fuck around and get cute, man. From the BX, Jersey, like, you know, listen, it's coming, all right? Respect the mic, respect the folks. This is a living, breathing trigger warning. Thou hast been warned. This is a true call and response space. After these artists get up here and they share a true essence of who they are, you will see this pop up on your screen. This is when you get a chance to share all that energy, all of that exuberance with the community. Don't worry about the noise, y'all. It's the rowdiest night of the week anyway. We're going to make sure it stays that way. So share all of that energy and it will be returned to you in the performance of the community. The guaranteed list tonight is closed, all right? Because to get on the list, signups begin 24 hours before the show. All right, to sign up, you go to neweurekan.org, click on full events calendar. You click on that Thursday that you want to get down on, and you need that artist RSVP tickets. It's the only way you're getting on the guaranteed list, and they don't populate until 24 hours before the show. It's not always that the tickets sell out, so make sure you are checking also on Thursday morning. It happens sometimes, for real, but it's a hot ticket, so make sure you plug in. Tonight's list. It's packed full of new voices, familiar faces, and the folks who I was just looking forward to hearing about how they light up this space each and every week. So let's do it. There's all my rowdy friends here on Thursday night. What's good, good people? Man, it's great to see you. Bonnie is here. Ike Waltz. I see you, Lantern. Jeff, great to see you. Welcome. Principe is here. April's here. Dr. Z Page in the building. Mathematics is here. Poetastic is here. The Maestro in the building. Man. Great to see you, April. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Yo, it's going to be another great night. I don't know if y'all ready for it, but it's going to be another great night. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right? I am posting tonight's list in our chat. And I will post updates throughout the evening to make sure that folks know what's going on. So let's get it. Coming up first. This gentleman is always ready, man. For real. Like, he just always has that energy, always has a signature smile, and always has a rhyme that's right on time. The one and only Eddie Foreman in the building. Come on, Eddie. Let these folks know where they can find you, man. Great to see you as always. Set it off this evening. Come on.
They gonna bro like no other word like thunder. and thank you for pushing on through. And remember that we love you. All right, my name is Ed Potastical, feeling fantastic. Please, it's time to join my rhyme. Fafo Sublime. I got two pieces, so it'll take too much time. The first piece is called Ever Changing Sea. I was a boy, I didn't understand joy. My mind had laggy gears, always lead me into tears. A weakness I didn't understand, I couldn't comprehend it with my hands. Now I'm smart with a big heart, weaving literary art. I'm still growing and flowing. I'll stop trying to be, it didn't give me glee. I'll stop changing, but be more engaging. I learned an important thing. Hear it? Are you listening? Go where life takes you, keep swimming in the blue. I know life is full of strife, but how can we learn wrong from right? Some people can be bullies. Some can be melodies. You're not at your final stage. Don't be stuck in a cage. You change every day. Please go your own way. Keep mowing your clay till cobwebs go away. Remember, you're a butterfly. You change like our babe blue sky. You might never change. Now that's odd and strange. If you think so, it shall be. This is a prophecy. You move like the sea. Thank you. And this other one's called Standing on One Leg. I'm going off balance, wobbling as a duck. Maintain the distance. I'm out of lady luck. I jump, jump, and jump. I'm still at the same place. Look like a crazy stump with defeat down my face. The echoes of why in my mind, the cruel acts of unforeseen fate. Life loves to kick us in the behind, blinded by sadness and hate. Someone has been there before. You're just too blind to see it. Did it ignite your bloody core? Good. Then please don't quit. I'm crazy, local, and silly. Are you just a woman or guy? Don't feel guilty, but simply, your body hasn't run dry. Keep on wobbling or hopping. You can really inspire us all. I know depression is barking, but please spring, but never fall. Life is zigzag, roller coaster ride, without passes, tickets, or money. It's your weird, outrageous guide. It's true, I'm not trying to be funny. A tiny acorn can be a tree. Why can't, no, why won't you? Be a sign of courage and glee. Please make a breakthrough. Thank you.
See, you see what I told y'all, this is just what this cat does. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Eddie
Thank
Foreman.
you. Woo! Love this open mind that makes my Thursday nice and delight. Thank you for the spotlight.
Always a positive thought, always an acceptance of the world. That's what I always hear in you.
Yeah, he made that come over in, especially in that one line, life is a zigzag roller coaster ride. I can feel that physically when you say that line.
Indeed. You always take us on a roller coaster ride with your work, Eddie, and it always seems to splash in this positive energy, man. And I really can't thank you enough for that. Really. Um, right. Lanterns on it this evening too, right? Still growing and flowing. Some people can be bullies, some can be melodies. I love that. You're a butterfly. You change like our blue sky. That's just, come on. In the second poem, you said, someone has been there before. Please understand that you're not alone in these things. I'm crazy, loco, and silly. That sounds about accurate, Eddie. That I mean, really, in the best of ways, man. Like your work always has that quirkiness. I know depression is barking, man. And then of course I've heard this before, but I love it. Didn't see it coming. A tiny acorn can be a tree. Like that is just such a profound line, and it speaks to so many people in so many different ways. Thank you, Eddie, for what you do and continuing to share it with us. Make sure you plug in with Eddie. That cat's all kinds of dope. Appreciate you, man. All right, Starship is underway. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, man, it's good to see this dude. This incredible author does so many things. Contributor to Love Letters to Gaia, author of Four Crescents, Black Calculus, Evaporating Rage. This author, playwright, and push cart nominee continues to come through and share his just phenomenal word ability. Love to see this dude. The one and only Mathematics in the building. Come on, Math. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you, sir. Please, take it away. math go? I know I saw him. I know I saw him. There's the maestro. There we go. Are we getting there? We are getting there. Hold on 1 second.
There we go.
Boom. Great to see you, maestro. Please take it away.
Okay. Here we go. I got two pieces. One piece is very, very short, but it reveals how life is for all of us. Life continues forward at Big Bang speed. You are nearly extinct in an instant. Next piece. Life is patience. Witness the present without intellect, instead, intuition. Watch a seed germinate in two directions, towards light and towards gravity. Unfold the leaf through creases like origami wings, long before taking flight. Roots burrow blindly through dark earth, channels seeking food and water. Patience is to absorb the blow of trauma, knowing the healing begins in a bruise. Peace.
Man, I still don't know how this dude does that, but he does it every time. Unmute yourself. Give it up for the maestro.
Yeah, healing begins with the bruise. You got that. That really struck me, Norm.
Yep. Prophecy in very few words. It's hard to do. That meaning really comes through, really came through.
I just have to say thank you for the strength that you show, that you emit every single time you show up, right? And your short poems are just like, they're just like power punches for the average person, you know? Life continues forward. You are nearly extinct in an instant. Gosh, man. In the second piece, you know, you said seeing life without intellect, instead intuition, right? And I think that's a beautiful way of looking forward. You said origami wings, long before taking flight. Just the imagery of that, the patience and the time it takes to even fold origami wings before they take flight. I appreciate all of the minor details that you put into your work, Math. Really. Please continue to do just that. This cat traded in his foil for a pen, but he's still striking pressure points. Appreciate you, Math. Truly. All right. Let's keep it going. Coming up next. Yo, this incredible artist, she, from what I'm seeing, she is just like a keeper of knowledge, a purveyor of just the real deal, like for real. She has gifted me two incredible pieces of knowledge, and each one of these is just like, okay, so is this a precursor to your own work? Because your work sounds a lot like what this is, what these are. Trust me, and these are incredible. Thank you so very much. I will always appreciate you for that. The one and only Bonnie Soloway is in the building. Come on, Bonnie, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Thank you so much, Elemental. I'm always thrilled that you enjoying those books. Some of them are frightening because we're living through it right now, but surprise, this one does not have the word fascism in it. It might be inferred, but I left that word out for 1 week. I have one piece. And this is called The Crowbot. One single solitary crow came in the park today. He had a slightly stiff, slow gait. Maybe crows do reach old age. He seemed nonplussed as he walked around, beak finding breakfast in the ground. Maybe he needed some time alone and left his family back at home, promising he'd be back real soon, at the very latest, right around noon. Perhaps he heard our human cries as we're struck each day with heinous lies, in a life now requiring mental space for a democratic fall from grace, where up is down and down is up, from a government that's truly run amok. That those who dare to disagree now deemed to be the enemy, where technocrats and billionaires have sucked away the very air, leaving behind mass despair, stripping every walk of life of resources to fight through daily strife. Civilizations can end this way, when the rich and powerful hold bloated sway over our shrinking, unalienable rights, threatened each day by the pursuit of AI. The trillionaire wannabes battling out which humanoid will win, while the godfather of AI keeps warning those machines need empathy built in. Why would unempathic techno jerks with hardly a discernible soul and a mad race to get there first and win the world's control ever stop to think, much less be aware of the existential imperative that AI must be made with maternal instincts to love, respect, and care? AI's godfather, Geoffrey Hinton, left Google in 2023 so he could speak his grave concerns openly and free. From malicious use of AI and risks to humankind, he stressed the need to work together, developing safety guidelines, or else these powerful AI systems, more intelligent than us, could turn against its human creators with very little fuss. It's quite conceivable, Hinton said, humanity is just a passing phase in the evolution of intelligence. The guys at Apple, Google, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Tesla, and Meta have a special thing in mind, that appendage below the belt, the one that grows commensurate with their offshore bank accounts. They surely won't police themselves, what, with tax-free riches galore? It's not on them to regulate. That's what the government used to be for. Instead of hiring willing workers, offering healthcare and a livable wage, they're pouring billions into artificial intelligence in a greed-enhanced crusade. If and when the humanoids take over, they'll be shocked at what could be a world devoid of humankind, killed off so easily. Getting back to my solo crow, his movements stilted and stiff, maybe he is just old and giving it all he's got. Or maybe, just maybe, he's an escapee from a factory of crowbots. Thank you. That's it.
Did not see the factory of crowbots coming. Oh, unmute yourself. Give it up for Bonnie Soloway. Wow.
Yeah, you just have a great way of making sense, if you can put it that way, of all this nonsense that's, hits us all day long.
Yeah. This is sort of a new one, but it's kind of scary when you think about it, because there are absolutely no regulations on any of this. And, so as Matt said in the last poem, we may be gone sooner than we think.
Yeah, and so many of those people are warning about that too. But, you have people, it's essentially kind of an anti-nature. And the only thing that's controlling humanity are these god-awful governments who don't give one whit about it all. Like you said, basically it's about who, if it can make tons of money, just let it do whatever it needs to.
Right.
For sure. For sure. The craziest part about this is, folks, it all boils down to coding, right? Once upon a time, I was studying computer science, and it is all about coding, if-then statements. You know what I mean? It really is. Like, I love how you said it should have empathy built in. And I'm thinking again, as I was saying, it's about coding. How do you code empathy, right? Like, stripping every walk of life, shrinking inalienable rights, the godfather of AI. I just, I love that imagery of the godfather of AI. It's just something about that. Until it turns against its human creators with very little fuss. By then, we will be so dependent on it, it'll just be like second nature. Smart homes, smart lives, We won't remember a time without AI. In a greed-enhanced crusade, that's just if anyone knows about the Crusades, they were bloody, and this may end up being the next one. A world devoid of humankind. Kind of sounds like the Terminator. Just saying. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for doing what you do. Even when you don't have words like fascism in there, it's still just a rabble rousing, like, good time. Love it. Thank you for doing what you do and sharing it with us. You're amazing. All right. Coming up next, this gentleman right here. Listen, y'all, he does not stop. He said a number last week, and I still don't believe it. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that number that he said. I don't believe it. I forget it. I don't believe it. This gentleman is incredible. And I just recently got his latest work, Defending the Rainbow. Also author of Mirror, Mirror on the Wall and Reflections. I will mention another one here in a minute. This cat just continues to write. You know, like, what is it, 6 books in like the past year? He's incredible, y'all. And I'm sure there's another one in the works already, Ike. If I know anything about Ike Waltz, there's more coming. This cat's incredible, man. I like to call him the Vincent Price of poetry. The one and only Ike Waltz in the building. Come on, Ike, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always, sir. Please, take it away.
What a letter I have received, for the worse or the better, a letter. Your letter, no sender, but addressed to me, in a penmanship familiar, which is of a familiar it. The envelope, pure white, with a rosebud stamp attached at front, to imply the smell of spring, hope, not far away, I think. The back, no sign of mutilation, licked and sealed with your ruby lips, all mailed and handled with dignity. Expectation, that treasure trove of promise, awakened me. Anticipation at a high. Yes, a letter from you has arrived today. I just wonder why. What have I done to receive this letter, and that is not to be from anyone? A letter opener was not handy, so I took a butcher's knife to cut its belly with that razor edge like a surgeon. The letter seemed virgin after all. The Cytherean, in a bold stroke, released a nauseous cloud of gas, revealing an obnoxious kind of genie. By George, I stammered, and her words turned out to be so meany. I just adore how you say, I hate you, like a bulldozer crashing through my soul. Words a spit of all that hellish fire. I am the devil, so evil nobody should ever hire. For the worse, I felt sick; for the better, your letter, now on top of a stack under my table, the abyss of our past, at least, can wait. And wait it can, until I take the bait, until I have the desire to feel sick again. And then I will respond in kindness, a distinction not typically like me. Admittedly, I do not even admire. After all, I forgot who I was. As I became who I am a dire, miserable old squire, somewhat senile, white, immigrant, man, fool, poet, who admits with passion and a daily prayer and all what I wanted to say. Please, America, send me a letter of happiness, so I can feel love again, before I run out of time. I wish you a good night, my America.
Man, that's not even right. That's not even right. Oh, mute yourself. Give it up for Ike Waltz.
Yeah, so much of your work kind of just reminds me of this ultra classical persona, the Sibyl, who who delivers these portents about, what's going to happen in the world. And sometimes they're kind of like riddles, and sometimes they're kind of like parables and fables. But they all kind of circle back, and, at the end, they zap you with like kind of leaving you on your own in the midst of this somewhat unsavory reality.
You know, for the folks who are watching online, for the folks in the Zoom, this is a worldwide broadcast space. But Ike, you make it feel intimate every time you do that, right? You bring people into these stories, to these poems that you tell, and they just have so much luxurious writing in them, really. Um, not just, just not to mention the fact that he was talking about a letter, not an email, a letter, right? A rosebud stamp attached at front, licked and sealed with your ruby lips, right? A treasure trove of promise awakened me. He said, a letter opener was not in sight, so I used to cut its belly with a butcher's knife like a surgeon. Not to just displace anything in it, just incredible. I adore how you say I hate you. Man, that's just one of those one-liners that I need on a shirt. I adore how you say I love you. I felt sick for the better, the abyss of our past, a dire, miserable old squire. Please, America, send me a letter of happiness. Does America even write letters anymore? Or do they just commission AI to write them for it? Just saying. Thank you so very much, Ike. You are an incredible person, author, writer. Continue to do what you do and continue to share it with us. Thank you, sir. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, the priestess is in the building. One of my spiritual advisors, also contributor to Sunday's Open House Anthology, published by one of the last poets. This incredible, just person has come this evening to do what she does, and that's just be a blessing. The one and only Oshun Yogen is in the building. Come on, priestess, let these folks know where they can find you. Oh, it's great to see you. Please, take it away.
Well, today you're going to be like, oh my God, she delivered a sermon. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. And I can be found in all the usual places. Instagram, Facebook, walking down, well, not walking down, but rolling down 125th Street. Soon I'll be walking down, though. Anyway, this is an old piece. I found it, and I'm going to read it. A choice. A choice. You can either paint a canvas of ugly or a mural of beauty, or you can make a myriad of excuses disguised as reasons, or find a dozen ways to solve your problem. It's a choice. You can see them as problems or as a challenge to excel over and overcome. You can magically manifest your divine inheritance or use humanness as an justification for not even trying. You can live a life of golden creation, joy, and infinite growth, or you can allow your midnight fears to twist and tangle your road of destiny into a convoluted series of knots of turmoil, confusion, and plummet even deeper into the delusion of powerlessness, not by paranoia. You can live in the haven of happily ever after with the love of your life, or you can continue to build walls that trap you into a penitentiary so comfortable that your fear won't let you escape. It's a choice, and it's your choice.
So comfortable that your fear won't let you escape. Goodness. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Oshun. Yo, yeah.
The perfect message for today. It might have been old, but it lives on forever in everyone's space, I think, all the time. It's a great reminder.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I second that. You have this wonderful talent for getting right to the universal that, just speaks to everybody.
Indeed. As I said, she is just a blessing because she just speaks to the spirit of people. Um, Even when she says, "Oh, okay, well, I'm not on theme. I'm not going to be on theme," like you're still going to be a blessing. So, she said, "Paint a mural of beauty." For the folks who know me and know that I love graffiti, and murals are something that I always look for. Um, you can see them as problems or a challenge. Love that. The golden creation, um, the series of knots, right? Like, don't get so comfortable that you build these walls into a penitentiary. Like, gosh, come on. Like, you do it to yourself sometimes. Thank you so very much for doing what you do, continuing to share it with us. As I've said and will continue to say, you are truly a blessing. Thank you. All right, coming up next, all the way across the pond where it's wicked late, this dude and Love got a thing going on, kind of like Billy Paul and Mrs. Jones. I'm just saying. The most eloquent writer in the world, the one and only Lantern Carrier is in the building. Come on, Lantern, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you, brother. Please take it away.
Thank you. Life, like a mother's persona during maternity, floats in the wings of joy and sorrow. The dawn of a virgin birth lies as much in its struggle as in the Orion of its stars. It is the crowning glory of motherhood, a love more important to many than the grandeur of matrimony or the heart thrills of a parent's dream from the child's achievements at university. The luminescences of life lies in inspired experiences. Is it a Barack Obama as a first-term president? An Armstrong on the moon? Or Harriet Tubman creating bridges of sacrifice on the Underground Railroad so we can cross safely home? On the wings of resilience and undaunting courage, achievements become joyful, give hope to the less fortunate. The call to sovereignty from Ibrahim Traore melts the global heart, floods the citadel of my essence with copious tears of happiness. It is the wonder of everyday life that triggers our joy and other profound experiences. A child's virgin smile, the challenges of feeding the impoverished in Gaza, the beauty of the Taj Mahal, a walk on the trails of Africa's lushness, or the zenith of the Catskill Mountains. Each soul has its own identity, experiences a plethora of its own joys. I love flowers and gardening, but my daughter is charmed by the gleam of marigolds and the redolence of purple jasmines. Joy is found in the subtleties of life. Is it a listening ear to one in need, a good Charles Chaplin skit, or Cleese's Faulty Towers? My joy dances in the blues of Satchmo, the bewitching lyrics of Dylan. Can't you hear the melodies of poetry? I sometimes blow kisses at butterflies, much with the crest of horizons. I like the darkness where I can gaze at twinkling stars. How marvelous. Sometimes night whispers what it is like to kiss the moon, and I swoon in the rhapsody of his experience, drunk in a halo of delight. Sometimes I play with the pinnacle of lava like a naive child, for I yearn with an inner intensity to find my true bride. This world is vast, and my naivete begins with the buzz, and the mystery adds pleasure to my life. The temple of my heart burns with the agony of yearning. The breeze carries my longing like a magnet to reciprocate my agony for an enduring love. Yet she lies in my Cafe Arabica de Colombia, the cute tap tap of rain on my window pane, and I fist him on the bosom of her intimacy. My mother was just 17 when I entered Earth's arena. Her face was filled with heavenly joy. She gave me a constant thrill and long-standing happiness. In my village, we occasionally walked in the luminous sanctitude of nature's delight, my heart a golden bird soaring in the firmament of beauty. Nature's pristine purity touches my soul, and I absorb the peacefulness of silence like an illustrious dawn. I hear the arias of nightingales, while the charisma of starlings speak to my soul, evoking a wakeful serenity. I rise on a sunrise of hope, a lighted candle, yet flickering occasionally. I learn to appreciate the luminescence of the remarkable, following my path to constellations, contributing to the effulgence of cosmic love. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Damn, cosmic love like this dude. Oh my goodness. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lantern Carrier.
All
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
it should be illegal to pull the time buzzer on that.
I think, and everyone has said this, but your use of language of every single word is just the way you're put it together. But I was just struck by being able to remember how fortunate we are with all of the artists that are out there that have affected our lives, and as a hope not to lose that in the world today. And I think that's what you do for me personally, is allow us to remember all that with the love that you give your words and us. So it was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's just another like I don't even know. One part of me wants to say I'm gonna steal it, but I don't even know if I can. That cosmic love, man. Um, like I said, him and Love got this thing going on. Like Billy Paul and Mrs. Jones, man. Really. Um, he mentioned Obama, Harriet Tubman, copious tears of happiness, the zenith of the Catskill Mountains. And then he said, I love flowers and gardening. Gosh, my daughter loves marigolds and purple jasmine. My joy dances to the blues of Satchmo. I like the darkness, so I can gaze at twinkling stars. The temple of my heart burns with the agony of yearning. I just don't, man. Feasting on the bosom of intimacy, like my heart is a golden bird. Man. Thank you so much, Lantern. Like you are really an inspiration. You continue to dig into this art form and continue to find, like, you strike gold every time, man. Thank you for being so diligent and dedicated to what we do. Truly appreciate you. All right, two more, and we'll go to halftime. Coming up next, one of my favorite poets in the world. She is just incredible. She rocks the Zoom verse. She rocks the real world stage. She moved from New York to Philly, and she continues to even rock out there. She's just a genuine dope ass person, an incredible poet. The one and only Dr. Z Page in the building. Come on, Dr. Z Page. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is really great to see you. Please take it away.
Thank you. I'm putting my Instagram in the chat. That was like such a good introduction. I don't deserve that. Thank you very much. Really great to be here. I have a new slam that I've been working on and trying to see if it's ready to go. It's called Dishonorable Discharge. No. It's a word that's a wall. It means don't climb over her. Years ago, a man told me he needed to hear a woman say no 3 times before he stopped attempting to have sex with her. He's a mason cementing 3 bricks into a wall separating alcohol and silence. Another night, a man told me she wanted it when drooling over an unconscious body. He's a heinous hyena eating hymen, his lips full of blood, whistling lust like hailing a taxi. He's searching for a Jane to pick up, surge pricing on his penis. It's rideshare rapes. His meter counts the minutes to the finish by the inches. No! It's a word that's a wall. It means don't climb over her. Men send dictures, surprise pictures, stroking their ego, too poor in manners to buy a dictionary, dictate more eloquently, and find another word than fuck to say. Cologne splashes with unsolicited advances. Male solicitation is rude and ruthless, like all women are toothless, someone whose blowjobs are worth the bills to pay. No! It's a word that's a wall. It means don't climb over her. Yet, consent's not just wording, it's hearing, validating a woman's experiences. Sex is more than a high five. It lasts a lifetime when declined and no's aren't honored. That's a dishonorable discharge. A stained condom smacks the trash can forgotten, yet a woman's nervous system carries the cum in her neurons. No! It's a guttural sound from down in the gutters, the lungs of someone who's forced a decision to compromise her values and virginity to avoid disappointing men who collect innocence like trading cards. Enough! Let's make these words rivers. They'll flow with poetry, expose the harshest winds that can wreck the walls of a stagnant society. Every smashed brick formerly written with rape is another hole in the wall of male supremacy. After all, we can rebuild the world with one word, one wall, one voice, and one man's decision to do better. Poem.
She said, I'm just trying to see if it's ready. You didn't hear the bell go off? It said, ding. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Dr. Z Page.
I don't know what I walked in on, but I came in the middle of something and I was like, yeah, keep going. Whatever that is, just do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, this is known as Inferno Night, but Doc Z, when you show up here, you just dump a whole big bucket of gasoline on the place. So it's great to have you be back here again. And it's just so important to hear you do this kind of ring the alarm poem, you know? Just just please keep doing that. Never shut up. I know I don't have to tell you that, but it's just really important to get your voice back in here.
That was so cathartic. Thank you for that.
You know what? Listen, you're like a whole movement, Dr. Z Page. Like, for real. Like, I love the energy that you put into your work. All of the exuberance come through in how you write this, right? She said, don't climb over her. A hyena eating hymen? What? Did you say dictures? God, she did say dictures. Like, oh my gosh. Sex is more than a high five. The stained condom smacks the trash can. Men who collect innocence like trading cards. Wreck the walls of a stagnant society. We can rebuild the world with one word, with one wall. The imagery on that one is fantastic. It really is. Your delivery is on point. Yeah, the ding happened. That's ready to rock for real. And it was in the time, right? Because you still like, yeah, it was in the time too. So yeah, that's money. That's money. Goodness, it's like the Jedi Master said. It's really good to hear your brand, your style. And if anyone ever tries to tell you to shut up, you make sure you come back here, and we'll tell them why it's important for you to keep doing what you do. Thank you. Good to see you. All right, one more artist, and we'll go to halftime. Coming up next, yo, this is another one of my spiritual advisors. He does so many things. His voice is so very unique. He invokes such a spiritual connection with his work. Another contributor to Sunday's open house anthology by the Last Poets, featuring some folks in here, myself included. Also, he has another piece of literature that will let you know he came to do many things, but he did not come here to tap dance. The one and only Baba Ngoma is in the building. Come on, Baba, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you, God. Please.
What's up, y'all? I don't got much time. I'll put my information after I do it because this might take up all this time, right? This is a piece from the book. I didn't come here to tap dance. So we're gonna rock like that. Yeah. I am my brother's God and I can't read. I'm in the struggle and I can't leave. Calling out the violence of drums, it's the police. We ain't gonna stop till the people are free. We ain't gonna stop till the people are free. I am my brother's God. Pick up whatever you can pick up. I'm in the struggle and real education is important. Ignorance is expensive. Otherwise, one could go through life too dumb to know you're dumb, too stupid to know you're stupid, and too racist to know you're racist. It may even cause a selection of a president who can't tell the bad guys from the bad guys. It's a real problem if you watch Fox channels, not realizing it's the fox guarding the hen house, thinking CNN, the FBI, and CIA intelligence are fake news. You can't put the genie back into the bottle or make the president presidential while the world's being turned upside down, leaving global warming deniers in charge. And we're stuck at trying to figure out if the so-called Constitution is constitutional. Actually, everybody's an immigrant except victims of the transatlantic slave trade and indigenous First Nation people. The real homeland security should take back Mexico, Texas, California, and Florida too. In fact, maybe everybody should be deported whose descendants came in boats. Mexicans should build a wall to keep cheer out. You do realize that war is profitable, but the U.S. hasn't won one since 1945. Seems like the new Confederacy is south of Canada. Trump will skin thin and see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Cabinets turns a blind eye to hurricanes in Puerto Rico, California burnings, mudslides, massive oil leaks, and the North Pole meltdown. Seems like deja vu. 20,000 years in a cave can do strange things to a person's mind. So these so-called white supremacists are under some kind of illusion that they are supreme. And neo-slavery can make America great again. Seems to me it's time to wake up from this nightmare called the American dream, because these misleaders change the rules of the game faster than they can change drawers, while you don't even realize that it is a game. There can be no peace without justice, and we keep forgetting to forget that justice and laws are two different conversations. So look here, Lucy, we got a problem. While we're discussing sexual misconduct, the shithole in the Oval Office is sodomizing the whole damn world besides 3 sorry kids. The Kremlin's got remote control of the White House as they try to make you think taking a knee was about the anthem and the blood-splattered banner. Meanwhile, blue lives still matter while black lives matter. Sickos want to make you think that pedophilia is normal and should be legal. But there's a secret pedophile ring in the Vatican What would Jesus say? Why do black people get emotional over the description of Jesus dying on the cross, but not from black men still hanging from trees? We've gone from pyramids to plantations to projects to prisons, standing on the edge of tomorrow and not making good decisions, not realizing they're killing democracy softly. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and as we settle while Rome burns, the world thinks we're suckers, wondering what the fuck we're waiting on to fit in, where you can fit in, and pick up whatever you can pick up. Meanwhile, we suffer from a lack of knowledge, distracted with bullshit like running over for president, when we should be finding a way to talk about impeaching POTUS and ending the electoral college. How about our civil rights got short-circuited? We need to fight for self-determination. In fact, make this go viral. A lucha continua. The struggle still continues for liberation. We aren't gonna stop till the people are free. We ain't gonna stop till the people are free. We ain't gonna stop till the people are free. Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Baba Ngoma.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, Baba.
We can start with the president line, and then like we can just keep going straight from there. Like that's crazy writing.
Yeah, when you do these kinds of pieces, Goma, it's just so intensely sobering, and the more depraved the situation we all live in gets, the more sobering your voice becomes.
Okay.
And there's these jewels like in that soberness or that somberness too. How what was the line? How black folks could get up in a uproar or whatever about the physicality of Christ being crucified on the cross, but not of black men being hung.
From trees, yeah.
Oh man, like epiphanies like that given in such a way that is palatable and you can't really get angry at it. Like how can you really get angry at that? Like it's a keen observance that we're just missing sometimes. Like you're a dope writer, you're a rebel rouser, but like the shit that you do, it has so much validity. So like I appreciate your work. Shout outs to I think it was Samantha Lopez that said something like you're one of her favorites she look forwards to hearing every night. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
For sure.
The music, all those voices were me.
Oh, nah, really? Come
Yeah.
on. Come on. Listen, he threw it off. He had me all the way gone. When he started with the harmony, I'm like, yo, he taking it to the next level. And then he used his own harmony as the backdrop for his poem. Like, started there. You really sound like shout out my man Maze. You really sound like a good shot of wake the fuck up. Really. Like straight. No chaser. A real education is important. Too racist to be racist. Come on. You can't put the genie back in the bottle or the presidential. Gah. Maybe everybody should be deported whose ancestors came on boats. The new Confederacy is south of Canada. Time to wake up from this nightmare called the American dream. Justice and laws are two different conversations. Sodomizing the whole damn world? It's funny how blue lives matter while black lives splatter. And then, to me, one of my favorite, most controversial lines in there, there's a secret pedophile ring in the Vatican. Talk that talk. Gosh. No, I love it. I love it. Talk that shit. Goodness, it has been a great first half so far. Shout out Mary Haynes. Shout out Nikki, Kyle, Olivia is here. Miles is here. Aiden's here. Corwin's here. Christina's here. Devin's here. Appreciate y'all. I did forget really quick. I was gonna mention Dr. Z Page is a contributing author to 13 Poets for a Pigeon Kiss, published by by Ike Waltz. Incredible. Again, I told y'all, Dr. Z Page is incredible. Look, it has been an incredible first half, y'all. So take a minute, refresh your drinks, do all those things. We will be back in just about 5 minutes. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the online open mic with the greatest community in the world. Week after week, you keep this flame of artistry burning with a light that transcends time, distance, and borders. Now, welcome to the Halftime Report. I am your correspondent. My name is Elemen2al, bringing you the latest news and upcoming events proudly presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Stay tuned. Stay inspired. As always, keep creating. The New Eurekan Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam, occurring on the last Friday of the month at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winner receives a $100 cash prize plus a nomination to compete in the annual Grand Slam. This is amazing. Plus, there's a Twilight Hour open mic hosted by Cap. Come through the score. For more details on the Slam season, including rules, winners, and current year scoreboard, go to neweurekan.org/slam. Our open mics at the Lower East Side Center are finally back from the Hot Poet Summer and better than ever. The venue records high-quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Lower East Siders and New Eurekan's YouTube channels. The first Wednesday of the month, we have Women's Orator Wednesday, aka WOW, hosted by somebody's mama. Make sure you come through. It's gonna be amazing. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the New Eurekan Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Aria, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Make sure you plug in. It is going to be something special. Our online programs, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic, hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays via Zoom and live stream on YouTube. All styles are welcome. Every artist has 4 minutes to rock with new themes every week. The Slam Workshop, happening on the second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, hosted by the National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Make sure you plug in. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets of all the programming, you can go to neweurekan.org/calendar. Our social media and website and other links, including how to sign up for the mailing list, you go to our Linktree/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Lower East Side Center open mics, beatniks, and special events at Battery Park City, Poetry House, and NJ Pack. The New Eurekan Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, and tote bags available for purchase at our New Yo table and in-person events, or go to neweurekan.org/merch. Spring and summer collection coming soon. Also, check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to video recordings of in-person events not available online for the public. Go to patreon.com/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, all of our hosts, our executive director, and all our sponsors for helping us to continue to move our artwork forward. We appreciate you for all your continued support, helping us to keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative production.
Your energy and passion truly make this community something special. Thank you for all your artistry and your genius. Truly can't thank you enough.
We appreciate you. Now, back to the show.
Peace.
Yeah, folks, let's do it. Let's do it. Been an incredible night, and I know the second half is going to bring all of the heat. So, coming up first in the second half, this gentleman, listen, I like to call him the folk singer of our generation, arguably the dopest background in the business, and it happens just to be his backyard. LBC in the building, the one and only Bill Elkins is here. Come on, Bill, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you, sir. Please, take it away.
Thank you, Elemental. Yes, my name is Bill Elkins, and I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on a couple of other ones too. Anyway, I'd like to do a song, an original song that I've done before, but it's one that I'd like to sing today. It's entitled Ode to My Jane Doe, and hope you like it. Where is your spirit now, dear friend, now that you're no longer here? A spirit that pushed me to sing my song with honesty and cheer. You gave a damn and believed in me in spite of my youth. I sang your song at the avant-garde, but you weren't there to hear. Like a wayward checker on a chessboard, I went through the motions with fear. As I heard myself singing that fateful night, my eyes welled up with tears. 'Cause my sixth sense told me that something dreadful happened to you. You excited me and frightened me, mystical dark angel so true. You saw something in me I couldn't see or thought I could do. I was a babe in your woods, a diamond in your rough. You would often say, you took me under your wings, helped me believe in myself. But you are dead today. Oh, you are dead today. Where is your spirit now, dear friend, now that you're no longer here? You were my folk singer hero, with a voice so beautiful and true. You called yourself Flash, not your given Dame Mary, the hip thing to do in those days. So you will remain Jane Doe in death, as I sardonically called you in life. But your name no longer matters. Your songs will no longer be sung. Those dark demons you suppressed by day finally got you in the night. So goodbye, sweet Jane, you died tragically and way too goddamn young. Goodbye, sweet Jane, you died tragically and way too goddamn young.
know, I will let y'all get it first. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Bill Elkins.
I love the guitar. That was my favorite part.
You know,
You had
My
it all
God.
balanced. You had it all balanced tonight, Bill. So the sound quality was really excellent.
Great. It's nice to
That's
be
how
out
we.
funny once in a while. Thank you, Paul.
you know, it just the way that you put that, right? And I have heard you sing this song before, but tonight had a little different. It has something else in it, right? I don't know if it was an anniversary or what it was, but there was something else in this song this evening, and it sounded to me like the ending of a film, right? Where you see this person walking away or driving away. I can see this being a part of something like that. It just had the perfect tone, it had the perfect sound, it had the perfect essence of what this person meant to you, right? And the lines just jumped out to me. You said a diamond in your rough. I've never heard that flip like that. And you will remain Jane Doe in death. Your name is just it's irrelevant now because your spirit touched me in that way. Thank you so much, Bill. Like, yo, that's just work, man. Thank you, Bill, for doing what you do and sharing your incredible songs with us. You and your instrument, kind of like Lantern in Love, got a thing going on for real, and it's beautiful. Thank you. All right, coming up next, Brooklyn Stand Up. This incredible storyteller comes through with just some work you won't hear from any other poet in the world. Prepare yourself. The one and only Markencia is in the building. Come on, Markencia. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Mom suggests I turn off my phone. Music frees my mind, I say. Fais me débarrasser tête-moi. The way fresh paint sticks to crumbling walls and ceilings. A temporary fix, somewhat effective. More times than not, I find myself in the kitchen. Even washing pots and pans is gratifying. When cut, onions release enzymes, irritating the eyes, summoning tears of crocodiles. Now I find myself crying in between appointments, moved by the motions of swinging doors and chemical imbalances. I arrive early, as buses are usually late and overcrowded. I get teary-eyed for the mother who is denied visitation by her own child. He does not even want to hear her voice over the phone. His mother weeps and sobs and blows her nose up until she exits the hospital. I tilt my head back to collect myself, allowing the tears to amass, avoiding any unwanted attention. That poor, tormented soul knows no bounds or self-control. He will have to learn to process his trauma, thoughts, and emotions, and understand Mama is here to support him. It's been 7 years since I was admitted and formally diagnosed with bipolar disorder. A young woman, Ruth, came to groups accompanying me and our peer counselor, Chelsea. In a one-on-one session, Chelsea told me to never equate spending to emotion. Ruth, the black sheep, darkest of the bunch, is subject to colorism. The father of her children beats her. She may have had major depression. As Chelsea briefly interjected, I have depression. 7 years later, I saw her storm out and drag her belongings in brown paper and green straw bags provided. Who knows how many times she's been admitted and discharged. At least I know I have a safe place to come home to. If I'm not mistaken, I recall Ruth saying her children's father encouraged encourage them to bully and demean her. I don't know how she sleeps or where she finds peace. A fellow church lady, Janet, is also a patient here, to my surprise. A short little lady sat before me, hair uncombed, thinning in chunks, chin hairs like thick whiskers. She never looks like this. I come for a closer look. Hey, Miss Janet, Markensia, she says, acknowledging my presence. I see you've lost some hair. I have a prescription shampoo I use. I reach for my phone to show her a picture. Don't even bother. Pauki pill. She turns away, staring in the distance. I go back to my seat, my eyes filled with tears, cascading down my face. Her husband carpooled me and my immediate family to church on Sundays for like 20 years. Her husband keeps her quiet. He always has the last word. They have no children. I wonder how many stillbirths or miscarriages she's had through the years. She smiled when her doctor came to get her. She doesn't deserve this, I thought. Though shy, always enjoyed good company. My therapist says most of his patients are Haitian, though I reassured him mental illness is kept under wraps in the community, stigmatized and deemed ungodly. Janet's husband, Leo, and close friend Walker came up to see me, most likely after church one Sunday, under the authorization of my mother. I wish they didn't, though. I mean, we held hands, bowed our heads, and prayed together, but they like to talk and gossip. Truths slip ever so slightly into unsuspecting ears or swapped in the mouths of those seeking validation and the faults of others. Don't just let anyone come to see her, Leo acknowledged my mother. As for you, Leo warned me, stop talking or you'll never leave here. My Uncle Dan, who secretly called me his favorite niece in his car years ago in Queens, is now deceased. With his wife, he came up to visit me. He hugged me and I felt every ounce of his squeeze. His wife looked on, distant, concerned, and troubled. Uncle Dan knew I needed to be held. Upon his passing, I texted his daughters. I offered my condolences and connected with Brittany, his youngest, years my elder. Like him, she's thin, reserved, and quiet. I shared my diagnosis, and she acknowledged that she suddenly developed anxiety and takes prescriptions. I wish we could reconnect. Maybe I'd get in shape and run a marathon alongside her.
Unmute yourself. Give it up for Markensia.
Yeah, the female Slick Rick.
Yeah. It's just really struck in his poem, Markensia, about you're talking about, what's at stake. And it's a kind of a chronicle of this community of people, and they all have this common thing at stake, which is being a whole person, being whole. And, very, very eloquent way you have, again, of weaving all these separate biographies together, again, with your usual economy. You pulled this stuff off with such few words, really. So I was just really absorbed by those features of this piece.
Yeah, I have to agree. Time was a factor. But I love the reality that you wove into this, right? I love it. From the child to the woman to the stillbirths to her husband carpooling you to church. Mental illness is kept under wraps and stigmatized in the Haitian community. I would think that's in every community of color. Continue to write those. Continue to bring that truth to light and in your voice, you help people. You help people move forward and heal. Thank you. All right, coming up next, yo, I believe this is your first time actually getting down with us, and she made sure that she was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get down." I was like, okay, I'll make sure we make room for you. Please, without giving us your exact address, tell us where in the world you are plugging in from this evening.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts in the building. Listen, thank you for coming through. Thank you for sharing your voice with us. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Let these folks know where they can find you. And please, take it away. Welcome.
All right. I'm on Facebook, and I'm going to be reading a poem. It was inspired by last week's readings. There's a lot of poems about relationships and domestic violence. And when I heard I believe it was the last poet, and because I have a hearing issue, I heard the rainbow exploded instead of the rainbow showed up. So I wrote this poem, and it's about a relationship I had that I had to stop. It's called My Rainbow Exploded. And I will sing, it was a parody of Over the Rainbow, but I will sing one verse of the poem. My rainbow exploded when you said that you loved me. I found it was one big lie. When my rainbow exploded, it was as loud as a firecracker and faster than a speeding bullet. Before I knew it, I was emotionally bruised and battered. Shards of stained glass shattered and mushroomed like a nuclear cloud. The kaleidoscope shower rained down like confetti all around me, the fragments cutting deep into me, my dreams flowing out of me like air seeping from a balloon. There were no four-leaf clovers or leprechauns singing about a pot of gold or lucky charms, no magic lamp genies, no yellow brick roads leading to Oz, just degrading monologues and anguish and pain you caused. So I swept up the glass and got rid of your ass. When my rainbow exploded, I would no longer justify your toxic behavior because there's no excuse for abuse. Once the restraining order was served and you got what you deserved, after everything I'd undergone, I found the strength to carry on. My future won't be hijacked. Today, I'm moving forward on the fast track, and I'm not ever going back. When my rainbow exploded, the moment was a huge breakthrough. I knew what I had to do. Moving on with my life, there was no doubt that I'd pull through because I got rid of you.
Come through with the song though. Like y'all heard the song though. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Queen. Ah.
Woo! All right. Welcome, Queen.
Thank you.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Marvelous.
Really,
You go,
clonked on
girl.
the head by the kind of organizing principle of the poem, which, was the rainbow. And it was so marvelously carried off with this literary, emotional arc, this emotional rainbow where you start out talking about the abusive situation and then you get to the end of the rainbow, which is your liberation. So to me, it was just so excellently pulled off because doing a poem that's kind of based on, this kind of chestnut of a song has all sorts of traps in it about it being kind of kitschy and stuff. But this was just so eloquently done and so seamless with that emotional arc in it. You really have to come back here now. I'm afraid you unconsciously made a commitment to being here by being such a good poet.
Right.
Thank you.
I wanted to say one other thing.
Those.
So it's that it's so important in those really hard relationships. But once you're able to write about them, it really is healing. It reminded me of a lot of the poems that I haven't shared here. But it once you get to that point that you're able to do that, it just opens up another lane of healing, I think. So.
Yeah, I haven't written about this. It happened 50 years ago, and this is the first time writing about it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Congratulations.
Really brave.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the place for that. So
Yeah,
keep that
thank
in
you.
mind.
Thank you
Keep
for
that
that
in mind.
courage.
This is the place for it. This is the place to come and stand up and speak out
Thank you.
about things that concern you. And we're grateful for the trust you put in us with, being vulnerable like that. And, I'm really glad Bonnie, you've been holding out on us. I'm glad Bonnie pointed this out because it's
Get her,
just a
Paul.
very, very important part of the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, and it always has been.
Yeah. Well, I let you know that I wrote another poem about something that happened 40 years ago too. So I'll share that next time.
Yo, please
Each
do.
week she's gonna go 50, 40, 30, 20.
Until we get to the new shit. We're gonna be
That's
here for
right,
all of that
that's
though. You know what I
right.
mean?
That's how we know we in for the long run with her.
We
That's
here for all of
right.
that though. We here
I'm
for
a-
all of that. Listen. First of all, there are a few different traditions around these parts. We can pop the cherry baby, pop the cherry baby. We can do the one of us chant. And as I like to do, I like to remind you that you have completely fucked up, especially with what that was. Because now you have to be here every Thursday. Thank you for being so diligent, reaching out to say, hey, I want to be on this. I want to make sure my voice is heard. That type of fearlessness, as the Jedi Master said, is what we're here for, right? That's why this community continues to grow. That's why it is as strong as it is, because we hold space for things like that. I love how you just took people's regular imagery and you twisted it for them. Between the leprechauns, the pot of gold, the Lucky Charms, right? And then you went Wizard of Oz after the yellow brick road, right? You said no yellow brick roads leading to Oz, right? Swept up the glass and got rid of your ass. Will no longer justify your toxic behavior. There is no excuse for abuse. I'll say that again. There is no excuse for abuse. Right? My future won't be hijacked. Yo, that fearlessness is how you regain your power from people who thought they had it over you. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you for that level of fearlessness and that courage that it took to spit that poem right here on a worldwide stage. Thank you so very much. Make sure you put your information in the chat so folks can connect with you and remind you every Wednesday it's time to sign up for Thursday night. Welcome again. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, where'd that cat go? I saw him. There he is. This is also another one of my favorite cats because he puts in the work, right? Every week that I hear this dude, every time I hear his work, he just puts it in, right? He is a writer's writer. He's a poet's poet because he loves what he does, and you can hear it in his work. The one and only Prince of P is in the building. Come on, Principe, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please take it away.
Tonight I'll be sharing 2 poems tonight. This first poem is untitled right now. My thighs gave the woman's hunches, trying to work the cobweb out of her. I motioned my body back and forth in a corset of tightness, similar to a sinner on the knees begging for forgiveness from God. I used my tongue to praise her inner sanctuary while on my knees. Then she's on her back for the grand finale with her legs in the air. It is a yin and yang as we blend into each other with a love yoke. And the next one is entitled to called Secret Codes. This woman's slender frame, I will twist and bend. Before I knock on the door, I commit to her secret codes. I love you in her ear, sweet kisses and hugs, dancing on her lips and body, finding commonalities in the creative act. Then I was permitted to slip in her pink world, painting with white paint. I enjoy our juices flowing at the same time, like two bodies of water into each other. No secret codes that led to this moment. Thank you.
Yo, I didn't think you had that in you right there, Principe. But that's kind of money, sir. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Principe.
Well, Principe, I'm going to steal one of your lines the next time I want to get to somebody, you know. I want to use my tongue to trace your inner sanctuary. And leave it to a poet. Leave it to a poet. Always great to hear your work, Principe. And I'm still trying to get to the core of your delivery and your tone. It's going to take me a while to really kind of come up with where that's coming from, you know, as far as I can see it. It's really so much of the magic of your work is in your delivery, and it's at once kind of understated, and it's very contemplative, and it's kind of like you're appealing to everybody. It's not like you're speaking to a certain audience. And I think that's really important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You speak in a tone and you write the type of verses that are not pigeonholed or, you know, in this vacuum that only certain people can understand or hear or appreciate. This is why I said he's one of my favorite, because he does write this type of poetry on a regular basis. However, I have not heard you do this, Principe, like for real. Like you went mad saucy on this one, right? Like Jedi Master said, right? I use my tongue to praise her inner sanctuary. Like, come on. Finding commonalities of creative acts, like two bodies of water into each other. Like, yo, like that type of sensuality. You got to be careful when you say stuff like that. I'm just saying, man. People start believing that stuff, man, and they gonna want you to write love poems all the time. Be careful. But excellent work, Principe. Appreciate you, man. All right. Coming up next, I believe we have another new voice in the building. Welcome, Jeff Robles in the building. Without giving us your exact address, please tell us where you are plugging in from this evening.
Queens, New York. Can you hear me?
Queens in the building. Yo, where you been, son? We've been here, man. We've been here. But it is great to see you. Glad you found your way to us. Let these folks know where they can find you, how they can connect with you. So glad you made it. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Please take it away.
Thanks, Jeff Robles. Right now, I don't have any contact information except I'm on Facebook. So I'm going to read a couple, see how I do on time. This is called Lost. Lost, I return to the comfort of words, cling to the warm hum cradled in my ear, to trace thoughts on paper, to etch the mind, and watch as the jumble of words are transformed into lines. In my notebooks, I find snapshots and puzzles, codes unbroken, black boxes and time capsules, cobwebs and snakeskin, images strung on clotheslines, gate keys and kite string, wounds wrapped in white gauze, x-rays of the mind, specimens to dissect with a pencil, rings on dead hands, jewels mixed with broken glass, music unsung, poems locked in cocoons, pebbles dropped in the water, circles that vibrate and expand, soundings of myself, a map and a compass, a trail to lead me home. The next poem is called Just Right. Just right, escape on the page, get lost in the music of the clanking keys. Feel the speed and the progress, leave all mistakes behind, release them and move on to the next transcending line. Let words fly, trust what you will find. Relax your wrists, relax your hold on words, seek only meaning unfolding. Mistakes are okay. Your progress is dependent upon them, is mixed and mated with them. No rules here. Make them up as you go along. You can change your mind. Truth is decipherable. Thank you.
Yo, your style is sick, sir. For real. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Jeff Robles.
Thank you.
I would really like this first poem because, one of the questions you kind of have to ask yourself if you want to kind of take a close look at a poem is, what elements of the toolbox are being used. So you kind of did this toolbox poem where you brought out all the tools. And that just was really cool to me. A toolbox poem that just brought out all the tools at the poet's disposal. And I think that was just really well done in all the metaphors that you used, like images on a clothesline and taking an x-ray of the mind. Those things are, very, very perceptively conveyed. So, you kind of tricked yourself too by being such a good poet, because now you have to come back here.
Hey, Paul, let me just follow up on that by saying, Brother wrote the poem that he wrote, that first piece was like a roadmap for anybody musing, even thinking about being a poet and putting their words into the ether, whether they're found on a clothesline, whether they're found at the end of a burning pen. I mean, thank you so much for coming into this community, brother.
I mean, listen, the community is spoken, sir. They told you what it is, right? We can pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. We can give you the one of us. And you heard mathematics and the Jedi Master tell you, like, you have to be here, right? This is why we're here. Also, we're here for that. We're here for the tricks, sir, for real. We are here for the metaphors. We are here for the imagery. And you had some pretty clear, stark imagery in your poems, right? You said, etch the mind, watch how the jumble of words transformed into lines. Come on. Specimens, like specimens dissected with a pencil. What? Come on, man. So what is you? You're just Dr. Robles now, dissecting poems? Got you. Leave all mistakes behind. Let words fly. Trust what you'll find. There are no rules here. Make them up as you go. Like, if that's not just a beautiful introduction to poets or for poets to poetry, like, there are no rules here. Make them up. Sure, there are tricks and things, but there are no rules here. Write the truth. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Queen's in the building. Don't be a stranger, sir. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Appreciate you. All right. So we have 4 artists left on the guaranteed list, and so far 3 on the good luck round. We are going to end with a bang. But first, coming up next, this artist, she comes through and just talks about a level of realism, and her style is just kicking the door, right? I love how she makes sure that even little girls can have big voices, right? She's not a little girl, I'm not saying that. But in her poetry, she talks about even the smallest of girls have big voices. And it just, how she does it, she is on a mission to ensure that women understand the voices they have and the power that they have. And I always look forward to her work. The one and only Sam Hardy is in the building. Come on, Sam, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Thanks. It's great to see everyone else also. My first poem is going to be a political poem. The rest of my poems are going to be in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And they're going to come from my book that's not published yet. The first one's called Masks. They wear mask of a neighbor, the mask of a friend, a handshaking grin for the camera lens. They kiss babies, cut ribbons, promise change, but the mask is cheap paint, cracking to reveal their true inner rage. Strip it away and the white sheet shows history's ghosts parading as leaders, trying to seal our fate, smiling as they legislate hate. They wear the mask of a patriot, waving flags while they cage the poor, starve the sick, and bow to the highest bidder. They wear the mask of justice, but the scales tilt heavy with profit and blood. And we are told to salute, to obey, to trust the mask above the skin. But masks burn away easily, and faces once revealed cannot hide again. The next one is from my book. It's called What He Took. I was just a child learning the alphabet, happily content to count the cracks in the sidewalk, still afraid of the dark, no shame in my body, no fear in my name. And then he came, all power and poison, teaching me things no child should learn. He thought he was a god, raised to believe he was untouchable, invincible, a Superman with no kryptonite and no conscience. He taught me things no child should ever be taught, turned innocence into silence, skin into currency, shame into ritual. My life was stolen in a room that should have been safe by someone who smiled and never said sorry. Now I'm no longer a child. They say that his sense of decency was stolen. Well, so was my life. So was my trust. So was my sleep for years and years. They say he was broken, damaged, twisted by what came before. But I don't care. I don't give a damn who broke him. He wasn't broken when he came for me. He was choosing silence, choosing power, choosing me to carry the weight of his rot. I can't. I'm not here to mourn the monster or map the cracks in his soul. I'm not here to unpack his trauma. I'm not here to hold compassion for the hands that taught me how to vanish inside my own skin. I'm here to scream for the girl he left behind, to name what was done, and to burn down every myth that tried to say he was a man. He wasn't a man, he was a thief, he was a liar, he was no God, and I was never to blame. The next one is called Power Protects Predators. How can there not be an epidemic when power protects predators, when the monsters walk in through the front door of the courthouse, not cuffed but applauded, when judges shake hands with rapists and hand out second chances, but not to survivors, when a black robe means he'll never be questioned, when the bench becomes a shield for wolves and ties, when the media calls him promising, calls her unstable, asks what she drank, what she wore, why she stayed quiet for so many years. Of course, they say the system isn't broken, it's working exactly as designed to protect the men who built it. This isn't justice, it's choreography, a dance of delay, doubt, discredit. Power protects predators, not by accident, but by design. And we're the ones bleeding in the aftermath. Let's hope I can get this one out. It's called Lifeboat. It's one of my favorites. Back then, I didn't realize I was dying inside, my development being wrapped up in bed sheets and tossed out, dingy and torn. I didn't see that the tombstone you were shoving into my center would stay with me, last a lifetime. I didn't know that this was not what little girls were supposed to do. But now, 50 years later, I know, I understand what you took from me, what I can never get back. I say I forgive you, but I don't really, not really. Years spent in therapy, bearing my soul, talking until I have no more words to utter. My therapist, a lifeboat, she listened and believed, and I learned it was never my fault. Casting off the self blame awakened me, helped me pause and smell the flowers, showed me I still had a life I could live. Now, as the hotline rings, I answer with a breath reserved just for them, a breath with intentions to help, to listen, to believe, and pay it forward. I am a lifeboat moored, waiting to say it isn't your fault. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I'm gonna need you to put that on a shirt and wear it regularly. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Sam Hardy.
I love you, Sam.
Girl, that was amazing. And now I'm up next, and I don't even know how to feel about that. How do I follow up with that?
Just do you.
Yeah, that just what he said. Just do you. That's all. Everybody just wants you to do you. Well, Sam, when I first started getting into organizing readings, one of the things I really looked for all the time was this sense of urgency. And you just tick off all the urgency boxes, just the moral intelligence in your work, which is just completely undeniable. The risk factor to us, you know, we relish and revel in the viewpoint and the place from which you speak. But outside of this platform and outside of the poetry world, what you do, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, is a very risky thing to do. And, what's at stake in your poems? Again, this is a question I always come back to when I hear certain kinds of poem. What is this person talking about? What's at stake? And, it's not only your own integrity as a person, but the integrity of every other woman and girl that's on the face of this earth. And I think, the more I hear your poems, what I hear organizing so much of your work is just and lends to the urgency is your own self-respect, which you so bravely and so fiercely refuse to give one molecule up of.
I just had one quick thing to say, Sam. I love hearing political poems coming out more, and you used the same method that you use with your own personal speak. in what is happening today. And I think that is really helpful to get those words out. So thank you.
Consistency is key, folks. Right? Whether you're talking about rainbows like Queen Hodge or you're rabble rousing like Bonnie Soloway, you have to be consistent because that is what's going to draw your audience in, right? And Sam, again, this is why I was saying her style is just so poignant. It's like, and again, this is why I was talking about, about little girls having voices, right? And she said it like a Superman with no kryptonite. All power and poison. His sense of decency was stolen, but so was my life. Right? Choosing me to carry the weight of his rot. For the hands that taught me how to vanish in my own skin. That's just heavy. In your first poem, I love how you said, strip away and the white sheets, like scales tilt heavy with profit and blood. Faces once revealed cannot hide again. Love it. Love it. And then the line that I said it should be there. You said, I am a lifeboat. And I think that is a very, very key line for what you're doing and how you're, sending your books around the world. Like, it's important for people to know just that. Like you said, your therapist was a lifeboat. Now you are a lifeboat. And I think that you really give people that sense of you're here to help them to re-strengthen all the things that they may have lost. So thank you for doing what you do. Your voice is very valuable. Please continue to write your style and share it with us. Truly appreciate you. All right, coming up next, it's good to see you. So this artist came through, I think it was last week, maybe week before. We had jumped into the cipher, and she was like, yo, like, y'all just doing some work, man. I'm not really sure. And then she ripped a poem. It's like, okay, you got that work. You got the work. And now she has come through and she is ready to get down. Listen, welcome, Samantha. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Please, without giving us your address, tell us where in the world you're plugging in from.
New York, of course.
Okay, I mean, but New York is a big city, man. Like, come on.
All right, so I'm originally from Brooklyn. So we're gonna go
Brooklyn,
with
stand up. Let's go. Let's go. Brooklyn representing heavy in here this evening. Listen,
right.
it is really great to see you. You've seen how this has gone this evening. Please let the world know how they can connect with you and all the incredible things that you have going on. Great to see you. Please take it away. Welcome.
So you guys can find me on Instagram at Sammy Diaries, so Sammy.diaries. I'm going to read a piece from my book that I wrote, From Pain to Poetry, A Beautiful Tragedy. It's called Rat Race. It's not on topic, but I do think that everyone can relate to it. And so I'm going to get right into it. Overwhelmed, overworked, underpaid, frustrated every day, on the verge of a mental breakdown every other day. But hey, like Smashing Pumpkins once said, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. In this rat race, I want to escape. I feel like Simple Plan, welcome to my life. But the plan isn't so simple. It's unpredictable, miserable. I'm not invincible, yet I try to be. I guess that would have to suffice. Psych, should I take a chance and roll the dice or play it safe and hide? I feel like each day a piece of me dies. Deep inside, I want to cry. I feel like a slave. I feel like my world is caving in. All I crave is peace, but instead I'm exhausted and tired. I'm so sick and tired of being tired, wired off the coffee, but I need another cup. Fill it up, please. Anxiety inside of me, depression too. But what am I to do? I have to keep pushing through even though I don't want to. When does it end? Trading time for money until I'm dead and buried. It's scary, lost and confused, trying to figure out my next move. I pray that I do soon so I don't become consumed in a dark place that I hate. This can't be my fate. I have to escape this rat race. Do I still have time? So I'm gonna read another poem since it's Domestic Violence Month, and it's one about my ex. It's called He Loves Me Not." It's a very cliche title. He loves me not. There used to be a time when I thought he loved me a lot, and that was a fact. I didn't have to question that. But now I wonder if it was ever true. You got me stuck and confused, feeling abused by you while I feel amused. I'm sorry, while you feel amused and I feel used. My heart beaten and bruised, broken and scarred by you. I cry over you, wondering if you love me too, or if you ever did, as I sit and I brood when I'm in my mood. I think to myself, was it fake? Was it real? At the same time while trying to heal? I don't know how to feel. I wish you would just keep it real. Stop playing with my heart and with my emotions too. Love me for real, leave me alone for good. I'm fed up, I've had enough, I'm through. Stop using me for your own pleasures. If you're not capable of treasuring me, then leave me alone forever. He loves me not. Lesson learned. Don't fall in love with a cop. That's it.
Ho, 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 ho. Damn, y'all heard that last line damage, huh? Unmute yourself, give it up for Samantha Lopez.
Oh,
All right, Samantha.
all
right.
Woo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Love it.
did that.
Thank
She
you.
that was
said
wonderful.
FTP. She said FTP.
Yes.
That's how you do your first guarantee round.
Now I'm glad I don't
Bravo.
have to follow you.
Thank you.
Oh,
I can't be the
All
only one
record
who saw
is.
that last line drop, and then all of a sudden the drink glass entered the frame, right? Am I the only one who saw that, right?
sure. Wow. Wow. Uh, you know, it takes a level of courage to do something like that. It really does. Um, and listen, for the folks who have been here for a while, she kind of reminds me of Roz. Shout out Roz through her big brown eyes, man. Um, just the way that you put your work together, your rhyme scheme is on point, right? That's exactly. See, you've been around, you know what it is for sure. If there's a link to that, make sure you put that in the chat as well. Um, I really, really thank you for doing what you do. It takes a level of just courage, period, to come up here and share work like that. Um, you said, despite all my rage, I'm still a rat in a cage. Love that. Um, all I crave is peace. So sick and tired of being tired. When you read that last time, I was like, oh, this is giving Fannie Lou Hamer, right? Sick and tired of being sick and tired. And there's so much connected to that, right? That's ancestral, truly. Um, I have to keep pushing through even when I don't want to. Like that type of resilience is just, it's infectious, truly. I wonder if it was ever true. I don't know how to feel. I think that is a beautiful truth. Love me for real or leave me alone for good. Like, and then, as April said, FTP, man. That's just money. That's just money. Appreciate you, Samantha. As I said to everyone else, right? Beacon pop the cherry baby, pop the cherry baby. One of us, but you thoroughly fucked up with work like that, right? And you from Brooklyn, so yeah, you just just up the way. So make sure don't be a stranger. Continue to put in that work, and we are looking forward to hearing other work from your book. Truly appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, Brooklyn in the building. This incredible artist comes through and shares work from her book as well about resilience, about strength. Great to see you without the C collar again. The one and only April Gonzalez in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna just get right to it and then I'll just put it in the chat. This one is called Ghost Rider. I used to run towards the sound of a sports bike, excitedly so. It was sexy, dangerous, my first love a long time ago. Broke my heart and bones one too many times, forcing me to let it go. Now it rides by my house, revs, and I pray for it to leave me alone. A show of entitlement through chrome, my block and me it thinks it owns. Haunting me with each pass, my anger grows. If it's hoping it has a chance, I think it should know. After you pour gasoline and set a blaze, love's obliterated. It ruined my life, and I still managed to rebuild it. Now it sees I'm happier than ever. With my Harley Davidson, everything is better. I know misery loves company, but this ain't no heartbreak hotel. There ain't no vacancy. Parking spots been filled. I've never felt safer nor thrilled. That's why it won't leave me the fuck alone. It just revs and revs as it passes my home. Its need for control to fix its narcissistic injury. It's gotten to the point I just want to leave the city. We will not feed its fragile ego. I've moved on and it should too, yet it refuses to. It stalks and intimidates with every brat, just as it did with every slap. It rides by with the rage of rejection, its rather desperate cry for attention, a constant reminder of all of the reasons, intent on punishing me for leaving. I will not give it a fight. I am who steers my emotions now into the light. So rev and rev until your engine blows. Karma is my friend and your suffering shows. I say brat brat until you burn out your pride. To the two-wheel ghost tormented inside, I won't waste time I don't have on a bike whose hand it's shown. It'll never let the throttle go and fucking leave me alone. This one I'm gonna do letter to my sons. 9 months in my belly I carried you. I gave up smoking and drinking just not to harm you. I dieted and took vitamins so you grow healthy and strong. Awaiting your arrival, time felt so long. Now that you're here, I promise to give you the best. All that I never had for my children, nothing less. I even made sure you had a father, something I didn't have. Enduring suffering that drove me mad. Not my wisest decision. Sorry, I made quite a few mistakes. Learn my life's greatest lesson that only in death is anything too late. There will be obstacles and people that will try to test. Remain focused on your dreams, never wavering from your quest. Know that bad things will happen. Be not led into temptation by the devil. I will do everything to deliver you from evil. So always stop, take a moment, use your head. Put your best foot forward, never follow. Lead instead. I pray that you grow into the path of a righteous light. I did all in my power to raise you right. When you're a man, you'll learn that a father can be any, but a mother only one. Therefore, the greatest gift you can give your child is to love and respect their mom. I hope of your accomplishments, I'm able to bear witness before my time is done, and know that you've made me so proud to call you son. No matter what the future brings, you will always be my king. I love you.
I'm not crying. That's you. That's you. I ain't crying. No, I ain't crying. Unmute yourself. Give it up for April Gonzalez.
Girl, I love listening to your poetry every week. Like, oh my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think you invented a new genre. You took the classic Kiss Off poem, that first poem, and you turned it into a rev off poem. I want to know how many how many revolutions per minute you got to get that motor up to rev off somebody. The second poem was just so beautiful. So, and I just want to thank all the women for coming here tonight because it's been a struggle at times to get a kind of even proportion of women to men here. I think there are like 8 women here tonight. So this place is doing good on that count this week. But thank you all for being here.
And if there's
P power.
If there's a message here, Paul, it would be don't mess with us. I think.
Yeah, believe me, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I like it rough.
the divine femininity is in the building this evening, and we are thankful for it. Trust. Listen, you start revving them RPMs, it was just like, she is doing them greasy, right? But I understand, right? Because as she said in the beginning, broke my heart and bones too many times, right? Now you're haunting me with each pass, right? Like Heartbreak Hotel, ain't no vacancies. No, 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 no. It revs as it passes my home, right? But we will not feed its fragile ego, right? Its rather desperate cries for attention. Karma is my friend, and your suffering shows. That's just sick. In the second poem, it's like, listen, like you said, there's only one mom. And I love when moms do what they do. Shout out moms. Shout out to all the moms. There's no one in the world like you. Thank you for doing what you do and always sharing your love with us. We appreciate that so very much. All right, let's keep it going. Closing out the guaranteed list this evening. You have heard his commentary. He is just one of those cats, man. Like the only contributor to the Allowed New Eurekan Poets Cafe anthology. He rocked with the founders. He is still doing it and doing it and doing it well. Shout out to homie I Inspiration. Check out his screen. Our resident Gilgamesh is in the building. The one and only Paul Skiff is here. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you, Jedi Master. Please take it away.
I'm on IG at Skiffgram. I need to get some more people to follow me because I'm trying to get a book published, and the publisher will want to see I have more than 360 followers. Is anyone ever really free? Is anyone ever really free? As long as you need a body, you will not be free, but you can feel freedom when you accept satisfactions from your spirit given by experience through emotions that realize power to act as you please. Loosened from constraints that incarcerate you in physical sensation. Is anyone ever totally whole? As long as you have one regret, you will not be totally whole. You can feel a hint of wholeness by casting off your regrets to find acceptance that balances loss with how equilibrium sums up your fragments. Is anyone ever fully sane? As long as you rely on others, you will not be sane. As long as you rely on others, you will not be sane. You can become hospitable to sanity by relying on yourself, being sufficient unto yourself, answering the compromises and trials of being almost alive. Is anyone ever completely alive? Is anyone ever completely alive? As long as there is need to work for money, you will not be completely alive. You can become more alive if you spend time looking at the stars. That requires room and consciousness where being alive is meditated by the always yes, 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 the always yes of growth. If you want to be free, if you want to be whole, if you want to be sane and completely alive, all you need to do is give up who you now are. Enter the fearless place where you have nothing more to lose. Feel given back to the universe to be its pure expression, like night sky soiled and purified in celestial light found at your own core. Soiled and purified in celestial light found at your own core. Shh, shh, do not tell. You are the everlasting light swollen day.
Unmute yourself. Give it up for Paul. Skip. I just don't. I really, really love the fact that you are so dedicated to really altering people's minds with your work, right? Your chanting is just next level. When you start chanting, it's over. For real. As long as you need a body, you will not be free. Is anyone ever totally whole? As long as you rely on others, you will not be sane. Is anyone ever completely alive? Thank you, Jedi Master. I told you earlier this week, like, I appreciate you, sir, for all that you do and continue to do for this community, for the cafe. You're truly a pillar, and we appreciate you. Really. Yeah, the chant freed me for real, Night Sky. For real. Like, it's just work. He just does that. All right. Let's get to these final three. Because these three cats got something to say, man. For real. For real. These three cats got something to say. So, coming up first on the Good Luck Round, I rap with this cat on a regular basis. He puts in work. President of his poet chapter in Racine, Wisconsin. This cat's just, I like to call him the captain of the street team, man, because he stays 10 toes down for the work. Award-winning poet. He just puts in the work, man. For real. The one and only I Inspiration is in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
I was baptized Catholic. I trust and believe in Muslims more. You really think that's easy for me to speak on? German and Norwegian. I mean, I guess I could look more into the history of Vikings and blacksmiths. My mom's dad was a blacksmith. I never got to meet him. So yeah, my dad was on the German side, and he's a good man. So I guess I could get to know more good Germans. Like my contemporary, Ike Waltz. He's an awesome poet. He lives in California, though he's originally from Germany, and he stands tall against racism and ignorance. He's a good man. Ever since the age of 9, I tested time. I opposed authority. I questioned the norm of society, like being white and not putting raisins in my potato salad. Yes, people, I do season my food with more than salt and pepper and paprika. I really do. And that is why I question the norm of society and its stereotypes too. And police looking for a reason to pull someone over because they're driving while black or brown, I question authority too. So I will not be silent in this struggle. And on my mouth, there will be no muzzle. You can call me John Lewis because, man, I'm looking for some good trouble. And like John Sinclair with David Sanchez, I'm an ally. Fred Hampton Jr., Golden Child, Young Will too, I'm here. I'm your ally. White Beret, Brown Beret, Black Panther, Cubs, screaming unity and the will to keep an eye in the trenches, watching over society, because we constantly have to keep questioning the norm of our society. And make sure you question the majority of authority. It's we, the people in this room. It's us who gather together outside of this room. It is us that unite and fight the good fight. It's you who is hearing and listening to this message tonight. So the question tonight is who's going to continue the fight of Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass? Who is going to fight for our rights, not just the party, though our civil rights too? Yes, I'm a beastie type of boy. Though in the public majority, I'm an enemy too. The Ricans, they're afraid. The government is afraid of the people that I'm reaching, the game that I'm teaching. Black Ice, Orion Meadows, DeAndre Mayfield, let's reach. Let's teach our youth together. Let's help our brothers, our sisters from other mothers and fathers of time to reacclimate to the society when they make it home after doing their time. Together, let's continue to fight for our political prisoners. Up and down, free them all. Assalamu alaikum. Fred Hampton Jr., Justin Blake, Golden Child, and I, inspiration, will continue to raise our fist in the fight for unity. Ladies, who's going to continue to fight? Who's going to continue the mission and raise awareness of domestic violence and develop strategies for intervention? Like Ellen Pence, Diane Stewart, Nina Purple Rain, Donald Nikki, Travis Gray, Dasha Abrams. I'm not just your contemporary, I'm your ally too. And I will always stand with you and for you. Motivation, determination, and inspiration. I inspiration. Oh,
you better talk that talk, homie. You better talk that talk. Unmute yourself. Give it up for I inspiration.
This is my second time getting to hear that piece, and it was definitely like better the second time. Good shit.
Ducky, quack, quack.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you.
Thanks for using seasoning and not raisins in your potato salad.
Like, yo, the homie stock just went way up.
You can ask this man. My mama know how to season. So, I mean, we killing stereotypes over here in the WI.
Good more than any other poem I've heard you do, this one really came off as a real bona fide performance poem, because I just kept sort of having this image in my mind of who is the persona who's saying this poem. I mean, aside from Craig, but it's like you're assuming this persona, and I kept seeing somebody speaking this poem from behind a podium at some kind of rally, and it was just really intense that way for me. And it really came off as this very hardcore performance poem where you really got into a kind of character with it.
Just me, that's my inner goon. But I'm gonna take a script from the plug, and I'm gonna put that poem on a scroll, and I'm gonna do it just like you're talking about from a podium.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, I would implore you to go and look at a New Eurekan poet by the name of Saul Williams. He did a poem like that on gosh, come on, folks. What's the name of the Def Poetry, right? And he just started listing out a bunch of names. He had a big ass scroll and he just laid it all out. And he just like, in the name of, and he just, oh man, check that out. I love that aesthetic. I love the work you put into this poem, man. Like Samantha said, I've heard it a couple times, and you're starting to believe it so much that your audience has to. You know what I mean? Like you just giving all of that energy to them, and they can't help but rock with you. Really, really a dope poem, man. Thank you for the work that you do, for the work that you continue to do. So, again, two more. The closer jumped out, but he will be back. There he is coming back. So, check this out. We have a new voice in the building, but I'm going to let the homie who just rocked introduce the homie. So, check it out, though, right? From what I know of this cat, he puts in work. He is a brown beret. It's all love. It's all revolution. It's all freaking rabble rousing revolution, man. Listen, and I'm here for all that, right? But I know the homie knows a little bit more about this cat than I do. So I'm gonna let the homie introduce him. Come on, Inspiration. Let us know what it is, man.
Matt, this brother right here. Yeah, phone calls calling. This man right here, we met him through his cousin at an open mic where I was featuring at about a local muralist on the south side of Milwaukee, and we just clicked, man, you know, and we just got to talking, and we just been rocking, man. We've been rocking with it, and this man just moved in. You know, we're gonna work together. He's joining the poet organization. We're gonna put, you know, our words to action, and not waste, you know, the energy, you know, and the vibes that we have for this community and this country, you know, and put the boots to the ground, man. This is a real one right here. Puerto Rican and Mexican. So, you know, I had to make sure he was here in, you know, in the Zoom world for the New Eurekan Cafe.
For sure. Welcome to the greatest community in the world, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you. Please take it away.
All right. I'm on IG, Brown Berets, WI _ at IG.
Go ahead, do your thing, Warren.
This piece is called The Future is Ours, inspired by the warriors in New York and Cyrus. The future is ours if you can count. We'll see what we have before us here. We got GDs sitting next to vice lords. We got Latin kings sitting next to Spanish cobras. Nobody is wasting nobody. And that is a miracle. And miracles is what we are all about. You're standing here with 9 delegates from 100 gangs. And there's even 100 more. That's 40,000 deep if you're counting affiliates. 20,000 not organized, but ready to fight. And there ain't nothing but 20,000 pigs in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And what we have here is a sum total. One gang could run this city. Nothing would move unless we allow it to happen. You could tax the cartels, tax the mafia, tax the crime syndicate, to the pigs. We got the streets, suckers! The problem is, in the past, we had the man turning us against one another. And we ain't been able to see the truth. We've been fighting here. We've been fighting here for 10 square feet of turf. That's crap, brothers! The turf is ours by rights. It's our turn. And all we got to do is keep up the general truce take over one borough at a time and secure our territory, secure our turf, because it is all our turf. Peace, tribute to the warriors. It is
Oh, yo, that's just all Cyrus, bro. Like God, like I'm geeking over here, man. Unmute yourself, give it up for the homie Brown Beret. Yeah, dude. Come on, April. Come on, April. Yo. Oh my goodness.
Hey, do you think you should come out to the grand opening?
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
You got Elemental putting his hat back.
Yeah, man. Listen. That's one of my favorites, yo. Listen. For real, that's one of my favorites, yo. Seriously. And for you to bring that energy, for you to bring that Cyrus energy in here, man. Like, again, I know that whole shit. So when you started going, I'm like, oh, okay, I know where he's going. One gang could run this city. Yo, that's 60,000 soldiers. It ain't nothing but 20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Like, yo, it's just work. But you are showing your age, though, homie. Just saying. Listen, for the folks who don't know, that is a monumental movie. It just changed the way people looked at gangs. A lot of heads got busted, right? It was just one of those kind of it was one of those films that you just never can forget. It is an old school film, but it had so much. You got the Moonrunners right by the Van Cortlandt Ranges. So many lines, man. But thank you for that. Thank you for invoking Cyrus in this day and time, because it is so very important to remind our brothers and sisters that one gang could run this country. Appreciate you, man. Don't be a stranger, homie. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. We can pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. You're one of us, homie. You know you fucked up. You sit next to the captain of the street team, so you already know you fucked up. Plug in, man. Appreciate y'all. That's work. All right, let's close the evening with this cat. Damn it, I didn't have it. I don't have it. But I'll just say, incoming fire. Shout out to Keeper of Concrete. Outlaw in the building. This cat right here, man. Hashtag Slam Master of the World. Also a contributor to Sunday's Open House Anthology. Contributor to Incoming Fire. Outlaw. Just all around razor blade that razor blades shave with. He's ridiculous with it. I like to call this cat brother. Shout out Swanye West. Shout out Double Dragon. Prepare yourself. Let the church say, hold on to your pews, because it's about to get crazy. The one and only CP Maze in the building. Come on, Maze. Let these folks know what it is. You know what it is. Come on, man. Take it away. Outlaw.
The book of Revelation is just really an overpriced rearview mirror that the Messiah's hindsight just won't let go of. Christ is a long-haul ice road trucker hauling revelations and cold chips from God's cold shoulders. Every time I'm born again, I'm reborn right back into sin, and I'm frustrated. Been baptized twice in this life, and I still can't get it right, and I'm frustrated. And since Satan never sleeps, sleeps in. I've grown deathly afraid of sleeping in. You get tired and give up, or you get up and maze. Get it the fuck in. My heart's a gear shift gift that drifts dreams when in drive. I stay 10 toes down for my dreams, 10 knuckles deep. Lifing like, hey mirror, let not neither you nor I rest in peace. With all of my failures resting in peace. Voicemail God, tell God, hey God, here's to life. When death misplaces his keys. Beauty, why do I feel like you've lost faith in me? I'm a silverback in the cul-de-sac. Mean mugging Satan like, where's my motherfucking liquor at? My dreams, pissed, late night demons, rock stars, my low self-esteem, graveyard shift job, and all of our lowercase gods are all fucking lit. And all of my neighbors are heroin needles, Neanderthals, clack, outlaws, and wordsmiths. Either I want all access to all heaven, or I want nothing but a damn good reason for Satan believing that God was bluffing. Karma and time just got caught fucking, and the future said nothing, and I'm frustrated, so frustrated that my stop giving a fucks decided to give a damn a crack. Flooded my Bacardi Limon with Sprite, and it never looked back. I swear when these eyelids levies let loose, you can still hear Katrina crying out, oh Lord, why won't they bring John the Baptist back? Christ, you ice road trucker. Every time I sip scripture, I stutter. There is matter stuck in my top lips. God, why? Why am I always feeling like I'm always last on her fucking to-do list? I'm frustrated. Poem.
You're fucking ridiculous. That's what it is. Unmute yourself. Give it up for CP
Damn.
Dude, your passion gets me every
A
time.
lot of energy.
I got my maze fixed.
Why do I feel like I'm always fucking last on my to-do list?
Oh, nice. Got it for real.
Well, take note. Take note. You just got a lesson in how to do a real elbow throwing poem.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Mean mugging Satan like, where's my liquor?
For sure. He just does this. He does this. Amaze, I know you were working, right? But at some point I saw April doing this number here, like, come on, bro. Like, for real. But you know what you do, man. This is why I call him the Slam Master of the World. For those of you who don't know, when we went to Southern Fried this year in Knoxville, Tennessee, CP Mays won the Slam Master Slam, right? Making him the Slam Master of the World for 2025, right? And listen, folks thought they had it in the bag until Mays showed up, and it's just like, damn it. We almost had it. Mays, you're ridiculous. Silverback in a cul-de-sac. All my neighbors are heroin needles, Neanderthals. Every time I sip scripture, every time I'm reborn again, I'm born right back into sin, and I'm frustrated. Yeah. You just do some amazing work, Maze. Hashtag suicide lines. This cat actually just won a slam a couple days ago. He's preparing for the Leaf competition coming up very soon. He is my slam master. He just puts in the type of work that always inspires people. Appreciate you for doing what you do, folk. We'll wrap soon, definitely. It has been an amazing evening, y'all. Like, damn. I do want to make sure that I point out also what the Jedi Master said. Thank you for all of you beautiful, divine, feminine beings for being here and sharing all of that energy with us. You help to balance not just this community, but our world. Thank you for that. Your voice is just here, and we need it here. So please don't be strangers. Make sure you plug in with all things New Eurekan Poets Cafe. We will jump into the cipher this evening for a few minutes. All right, so make sure y'all stay plugged in. For real, find yourself in some literature. Find some folks who are absolutely incredible. And find some inspiration and share that inspiration with folks. All right. It has been an incredible evening. I cannot thank y'all enough for doing what you do. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to jump into the cipher. We're going to end the night like this. Until we meet again, may this energy we conjured this evening supercharge the rest of your week. Take this power, inspire others, energize creativity as we all hope to do through the spirit of Miguel Agarin. Your voice is appreciated, necessary, and always valuable in this space. Thank you for sharing it with us. Never forget, cowards get buried here, and we reclaim our strength through our fearlessness. On behalf of the greatest community in the world, it has truly been a pleasure spending Thursday night with y'all. Until next week, peace and blessings.